Thank you for joining in this part where I will be explaining about the construction of the harmonium, and we'll have a look inside how the sound is produced. When I want to open the instrument, I loosen these knobs. That's easy. In this case, this model is an easy model, but this one is different. I need to loosen this screw, this one here, this guy right here, and then here a screw and a big screw there. Also, I will have to loosen this screw and this screw. But that's not always the case. It depends on the model. Because there's a little plate which sometimes needs to be removed before you can open it. And opening will, is going to be like this. Look, it's a kind of a hinge here and here. Sometimes a large hinge, big one. And opening the knobs or loosening the screws, and I can just take it like that. And this is the inside of the instrument. So, what do we see here? We see, first of all, these metal reeds. There are little metal plates which vibrate when the key is pushed. When I push a key, I open a hole, and the air pressure has found a way to exit when I press. So whoop, it finds a way and it wants to escape. And it escapes using this little, exit here. And it kind of sucks the air out. That's something how you can see it. And then this metal plate will start vibrating. And that's what produces the sound. Now, we have 3 rows, and they are 3 different chambers. As you can see also here, this is chamber 1, 2, 3. This is something else. You can just have a look to this white filth here. And there shouldn't be any dust particles, or because it should be kind of really clean. And if there's some dust, just please clean it a bit, because that's kind of important. Now, these little knobs here, I can open them or close them like this. And that is by pulling or pressing this button. Yeah. Okay, so I have, as mentioned before, in this case, different colors, sometimes big knobs, small knobs, which I pull or press. Different models have different ways how to do it. Now, when this is opened, I can choose to close all the others. So this now is closed, this one is closed, and this one is open. Yeah. So when I close the instrument again, only the air can exit using the bellows. So now, of course, I'm allowed to pump the air with the bellows, because the air, goes everywhere now, so it's not trapped. So that's fine. But when I close it, only the air will come here in this chamber. So when I close it, only these reeds will sound. Right? I will show you. Then by closing, I have to also tighten it properly. Now I need to. I get a very thin high sound. That is because these are my small reeds, as you can see. So that's the only sound I get, are the small reeds. Now we also have some bigger ones. These are medium sized. Yeah, so high, medium. Okay, so I'll show you high, high, medium. Now this is a medium, high. Okay, so I have 3 different reeds sounding. When I open them all, they will sound at the same time. 3 different reeds sounding at the same time because I opened all the 3 chambers. But I can close them and only get 1 row of reeds. Close them. So what does it do? It gives a richer sound. Now, these reeds are octaves. These are similar. Sometimes they can be also in an octave, but these are just the same note, same pitch. And this is a higher octave. As you can see, they are smaller. I will tell you more about octaves, but basically, just as a quick explanation, what is an octave? An octave is double frequency. So 2 sounds, they blend perfect because actually they are called the same note. So this is an octave. Same note. I will explain more about that later, but this is just how it works. So we have inside different reeds sounding, which gives us a kind of a fuller sound, richer sound. Now, I will go to this harmonium, and we have this little lever here. Yeah. What does that do? So when I pull this down, I only get 1 note. When I pull it up, suddenly I got a second and even a third. Depends on the model. Now I get 1 note, lower octave, lower octave. All these notes are sounding at the same time, just by pulling this lever, right? And this is very nice because it gives a richer sound. I get octaves sounding together, not just 1 note, which sounds poorer, and I want a rich sound, so mostly you will be playing with the lever up. Way more nice. Sounds a bit thin, right? So better. So I'd suggest you to open all the big knobs. Don't use the small ones. They are like drones, so like fixed notes, which isn't used that often. You can experiment with it, but mostly leave them closed will be preferred, and then open the big knobs. Right, so then also put lever up, so you get octaves. That's way richer in sound. Here the difference is that I am pressing or pulling a knob. Right? So that's the same as the lever here. Now, this lever is usually standard with every harmonium. The cheaper models might not have it, but I prefer you to buy or to have a model with a lever or with a knob for the octaves, which really gives you a very rich sound, which is preferable. Now, when you put this lever off, you will see you don't need that much air. you can use less air. If you put it with the octaves, you're losing more air, double as much air. So you have to, be pumping more and more strong. You'll find out. So that's normal, right? So if you are opening more, holes by pressing the keys, the air goes out in multiple places, and you have to compensate. So pump more strong, more fast. And if I play, I don't have to pump that much. I can be playing more easy and more soft. And that's the difference. You'll find out by yourself, of course, but that's normal. Now, some models have octaves in the high octaves, and some have lower octaves. Now, in this case, it's a low octave, right? So this is sounding in the depth. This one as well, octave low. Now, some models have, when I press this, and it will give you a high octave. Okay, so that's normal. It depends on the model, but you have to compensate while playing. Models who have deeper octaves you will be playing higher automatically, because you'll automatically have a deeper, lower sound. So to get the same sound on a model which has high octaves, you'll be playing there lower because you already have the high octaves. So it's the other way around. Low octaves you play high, high octaves you'll play low. That's very logical, and you'll find out if you happen to get lucky and you'll compare. You could compare two models which have these different octaves. Check it out and see for yourself how that sound. If you go to a shop or a store, you'll definitely have this both models, and you can see and find out for yourself what you do prefer mostly. I do prefer a warm sound, and therefore I'll prefer a model which has octaves in the low octaves, so it gives more of a depth to the sound. But that's up to you, right? So thank you for watching this video where we explained how the instrument is constructed and how the sound is produced. Thank you. I'll see you in the next chapter, where I like to explain you how to tune the instrument. And it's totally possible for you to tune it. So do join me in this next video. Thank you.